Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my pickups for November 22. So I'll start off with some toys first that I've got. So I got a couple new pops from my big brother for my birthday, a little late birthday present. But the good thing is with my two brothers is one of my brothers really into games and my other brother's really into comics. So I know that that I'll get something good for my birthday and things like that, because I know that I'll get something cool comic wise or something cool gaming wise from both my brothers. So the two pops that he got me was Taskmaster from the Black Widow movie. Like, he's in a lot of different Marvel stuff, but that's the one from the Black Widow movie. And then he got me from Infinity Warp's Soldier Supreme. I guess it's like a mash up between Captain America and what's his face, Doctor Strange. So pretty cool, two new pops for the collection. And then my mum, she seen this in one of the charity shops and she picked it up, and it was only like 50p I think it was. But it's really cool. It's a Bumblebee, but it's like a Michael Bay Bumblebee, it's not like an OG Bumblebee. But the thing is, like, I really did enjoy the Transformers Michael Bay ones. In particular, I liked the first one. I thought the first one was really cool, but then they kind of got a little bit long in the tooth. But the first one was brilliant. I remember going to the cinema and seeing it for the first time, and it was just absolutely amazing. Nothing will beat the OG G1 Transformers, but it's pretty cool for 50p. And he'll sit somewhere nicely in the game room. And then in a second hand shop I picked up two more toys. And this one is a big Dragon Zord from Power Rangers. Recently the Green Ranger passed away, so RIP, I can't even remember his name now. The Green Ranger anyway, Tommy. But anyway, I got this guy, and I need to stop picking up Power Rangers stuff because I wasn't even into Power Rangers, but I just thought he was really cool. Nice and chunky, a big toy, so I quite like that. And then, oh, we've done him already. And then the other one I got there was Biker Mice from Mars. Again, I didn't watch Biker Mice from Mars when I was younger, but I just seen him. He was only £2, I think the Dragon Zord was £3 I think, and this wee guy here was only £2. So picked them both up. Thought they were quite nice and nice to add into the somewhere in the game room. The only eBay thing I got, so I'll do the eBay one, was a Commodore 64 game. And like, I always thought if I was going to get a Commodore 64, I was definitely going to get this game, because you need to have this game in your collection, I think. And it's a Gauntlet. Gauntlet's an absolute classic game. Very vague memories of this when I was younger as well, so I'm happy to add like these kind of games. Like, if I was even talking to my dad recently and talking about Commodore 64 when we were younger, and he was telling me about all these other games like Treasure Island. I can vaguely remember Treasure Island, and a darts game, 180 I think it was. Like, just loads of weird little memories I've got that I want to kind of add into the collection for the Commodore 64. Next, we've got a bundle from Game, the 3 for 2. I picked up a few games this month that have been quite critically slammed, but I've always wanted to play them, so these ones are pretty cheap anyway. So I picked up Rage 2. I did really like Rage 1 on the PS3, Xbox 360. I do remember it being pretty short though. But Rage 2, it looks really good, but I think it slammed a bit in the reviews and stuff, but it does look quite good. And then I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy. I need to get round to Mass Effect 3 because the first two were absolutely brilliant. In fact, I was talking to a couple of the guys, and it is Pete Fighter. Pete Fighter told me that I should use a guide for for Mass Effect 2, but I really wanted just to go through it by myself and have my own story. But looking back on it now, when I finished Mass Effect 2, he was 100% right. Like, he told me there's going to be consequences, which I can kind of get now and appreciate. But I picked up also Mass Effect Andromeda. Again, I've heard a lot of shit about this game, but I think it looks brilliant. I think it looks really, really cool. My little brother said it was really good. He said the reviews were a bit unfair on it. So once I finish 3, I'm going to go on to that. And then this is a big kicker for me. So I've already got this game, but I seen it on the 3 for 2, and it's a PS5 game. So that was, I mean, amazing. It was what was it? I can't even remember. I can't remember. $17.99 maybe. I need to see if I've still got the receipt. But it's Guardians of the Galaxy on the PS5, and it's the kind of big box kind of version. So it's really cool, man. It's my first PS5 game I've bought, because hopefully Santa's going to be good to us this year, me and Jay. But it's really nice. It's got a nice little art book in here, so art of the game. And this game is brilliant. I mean, this game blew me away when I played it. I wasn't expecting massive things from it, but when I played it, it was just so good. It was that type of game that I like. It's a very kind of blockbuster, linear game that just tells a story, and it's fantastic. It's so good. Highly recommend this game if anybody is still on the fence about it. You have to play Guardians of the Galaxy. It's absolutely brilliant. Loved it, and I'm going to play it again, especially when I've got the PS5. And I love the steel tin as well, which is pretty smart. I like that a lot. Chuffed with that, and I was so surprised to see it in the 3 for 2 as well. Because I do remember, actually, I think it was last Christmas, I seen this in game and it was like 70 or 80 quid, and it was mad. So happy to have that. Chuffed. Next thing I got was on Facebook Marketplace. There was this woman who was selling some PS5 games for £5 each. And it's funny because my friend went on to message her as well, and because they put the ad was just with £5 on it, and it was like 12 games or something like that. And my pal said, "Oh, I'll take them all for £5." And she was like, "No, £5 each." And he just didn't text her back. He's a wee cheapskate, tight-fisted. But anyway, the only one game that I wanted, she had loads of good games. She had like Uncharted, she had Last of Us, loads of really good games, but I got them all anyway. But this one here I want to get, which is Talos Principle. It looks really good. Looks like a kind of Portal kind of it looks like a narrative kind of puzzle game. It does look really good. I think I might have it already digitally, but I mean in CEX this is I think it's a 20 quid game, so I made a good wee £15 saving on that, so that's cool. And then what we got next? So recently I got an item that I sent off to Ross Bahaha, and he sent me an absolute cracker bag. Absolutely brilliant. Blown away by it, but I'll show you in 2 seconds, because this is the kind of this is the bundle that I got with the item as well. But I don't think Ross needed these games. I don't know if I asked him, I can't remember. But Ross, if you're watching, if you need these, I'll send them over to you. But I think they're all quite common games anyway. We get Extreme G3 for the PS2. I'm not sure if I've got this. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. But I do like these kind of futuristic arcade races. Deadly Strike. This looks quite good actually. It looks kind of fun and fast paced. It's a 2-player co-op as well, which could be fun. FIFA 06. Also, if you need FIFA 06, you can have this happily. Endgame. Now I know this is a double, so this will go into the kind of trade pile. And Tony Hawk's 3, and I'm sure this is a double as well. But yeah, I got them with the bundle. But the item I sent off to Ross, he sent me this absolute beaut. He sent me this back, and it's bloody solid. It's Truxton on the Mega Drive. So it's an official release, official re-release, I think he said it was. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was all sealed. I've opened it up recently. I did a wee short on it, but it's got a nice wee slipcase there. I'll show you the inside just briefly. I did do a wee short so you can see them all in a bit more detail. And then inside, sorry, the cart's in the Mega Drive just now because I was playing it. Got a little instruction manual, and then you get like an envelope which is full of little bits and bobs, stickers and things like that. So it's really, really cool. Such a nice package. And the one thing I'll say about playing the game, so I've been playing it, but man, is it tough. It is so hard. But I think I've got the kind of gist of it now. I think you pretty much have to have like a perfect run, because you've got to pick up all your little power-ups and your lasers become stronger and you become faster. And then when you die you lose all of that, so you really have to have a good, clean run. I've got to the second stage and that's as best as my abilities can take me. I will still play it, I'll keep on playing it and try and better myself at it. It's an absolutely cracking game though, really, really enjoying it. So Ross, wahaha, thank you very much for that. And then we've got, I think this is the last bundle now. Oh no, it's not. So I did another CEX flip recently and I did a short on that as well. But it was a lot of games I found in a second-hand shop. It's not a charity shop, it's just like a little kind of a thrift store, I don't know, second-hand shop. And I picked up a lot of like Lego games and guitar games. So I flipped them into CEX and I've got an absolutely cracking game that I'm playing right now. It's muted just now, so I'm going to play it straight after this. But what I got was, I think it was like 10 games or 8 games maybe I traded in, and I got enough CEX credit to get Castlevania Curse of Darkness. And I'm really enjoying this just now. I'm at the kind of second area, like the cliffside, is it the cliffside area? Anyway, I got through the abandoned castle bit and now I'm on the second bit. And this one you've got like your different abilities are what they called Innocent Devils. Innocent Devils, and you use triangle to use their powers. So I've got 2 of them at the moment. I've got the wee fairy and I've got like a magma golem kind of thing. So one's kind of defensive and one is offensive. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant. All complete as well, the game's in there, but with the manual. So with the trade-in, I got that, and then I had like, I don't know, £4, £5 maybe left over, and I didn't really want to go around looking for some things, but I seen these in the glass cabinet, and I really do like these. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they're absolutely cracking little things. They're the Disney Infinity Marvel characters. So we got Nick Fury, Big Samuel. We got Drax. So I think I just need to get Groot now, and then I've got all the Guardians. So we got Drax there as well. We got Iron Fist, which I was quite disappointed actually in the Netflix show. I didn't even finish it. I don't know why, it just didn't really grab me. But I mean, he's a cool looking character, for sure. And then we got Captain America, and I did a wee Instagram picture of him. That's a cracking little model as well. And if anything, I've never played a Disney Infinity game, but I think the models are just really, really cool. I like them. And then my last bundle was from Cash Generator. So this one I picked up because I was wanting to finish off the kind of, what do you call these, clamshells that Mark sent me ages ago. So I've now got them. I've now got Mission Impossible, which has been sitting in the Cash Generator for at least a year or two, and I've just never picked it up. But I thought I need to pick it up. I need to put it into this clamshell. So Mark sent me up ages ago seven clamshells, And I now have 6 of the games in it, and I'm still just missing Super Mario 64. So now I can put Mission Impossible inside the clamshell. And it's all kind of complete. Kind of complete. Need manuals, but I'm not bothered with the manuals, to be honest. So the rest of the cash generator stuff. This game here I've played before, and I really enjoyed it, and I need to get to the second one as well at some point. And it's Evil Within. I got it for the PS3 because it's kind of the lenticular cover box version of it. Really nice. It was £4, and I had some change in my pocket anyway, and yeah, I just grabbed it because I thought it looked quite smart. Let's see if we can get it open just quickly. So you've got the game in there. The game's in there. And then you've got the lenticular kind of card. It's a really cool game, it's a really messed up game, but I did really enjoy it. And then you've got like a little, what do you call it, journal. It's got some artwork in it, but it's more of a kind of a, what do you call it, like a diary, so you've got to write in your stuff. Like I won't write in it, but it's quite nice. I like it. Another game that got absolutely panned, absolutely destroyed. But I remember a way back, even I think it must have been way back, but even before I started doing this channel, I saw this on an E3 kind of a preview, or a game show preview, or Game Awards. I can't remember what it was exactly. But I remember seeing this and it blew my mind. I thought it looked absolutely brilliant. So I want to take the sellotape off before I show it. Come on. Yeah, it just looked amazing. Like it looked kind of like the flying bits looked very Iron Man-esque. It looked very Destiny as well, which I was right into back then as well. And it is Anthem. And I know it's terrible. I know everybody says it's shit. But my little brother as well said, do you know what, for £1 it's worth playing through just to see it. I just think, I mean, even looking at the back, I just think the graphics are amazing. I don't know what went wrong with this game. It's a shame because it looks class, but I know it's not. But anyway, I grabbed it for £1. And then the last bundle from Crash Generator was a bundle of PSP games, which were all £1, and I wasn't going to leave them there for £1. I think there was a couple I did leave actually, sorry. I think there was World Tour Soccer and FIFA and yeah, just like football guff. But these are all complete except for this one, which is Super Hero Squad, Marvel Super Hero Squad. Like I said, I do really enjoy my Marvel stuff. It says £6.99 there, but it wasn't. It was £1. It says up here £1. They were all £1. So I grabbed Marvel Super Hero Squad. It looks very kiddie. But yeah, it could be alright. It could be worth a blast. KO Challengers. I've never heard of KO Challengers. I think I've heard of KO, like the kangaroo kind of platformer mascot kind of thing. Cars. I've heard these games are actually pretty decent. I've never played one. Could be quite fun. I don't even think I've seen the movies. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Again, I've heard this game's pretty good. I don't know if it's good on the PSP, but it's also on like PS2 and PS360. Is it on PS3? I don't think it's on PS3. Probably is. I don't know. But with King Kong as well. Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Underground. Sorry, Rivals. I remember when I first had my PSP years and years ago. I played Need for Speed. Is it On the Streets or something like that? Need for Speed Carbon On the Street or something, and it was really good. Like I put hours into that. Like I really enjoyed it. So this could be quite cool. And recently I've seen a new the new Need for Speed that's coming out, and it looks really smart. It's kind of so your typical kind of Need for Speed graphics, but then it's got like cell shaded and whenever I see cell shaded, it just kind of sells me in a game. But it's got like cell shaded effects. So when you're drifting, there's like cell shaded smoke that comes up, or when you make a big jump, like a big launch off a ramp or something, then like cell shaded wings come out the side of the car. I don't think they do anything. I think it's just a cosmetic kind of thing, but it looks bloody brilliant. It looks like a wee kind of anime kind of Need for Speed game. But anyway, Need for Speed Rivals Underground, Little Big Planet, PlayStation staple. I do enjoy Little Big Planets more on the PS3 though. I don't think I've played it on the PSP. SpongeBob SquarePants and the Yellow Avenger. SpongeBob, isn't he? Like, I think Jay used to really like watching SpongeBob and stuff like that. He doesn't anymore. He's all into killing zombies and stuff now. Like, he's like 8 years old going on 28. And then Splinter Cell's Essentials. My wee brother seen this pile of games and he said this is the only one that's vaguely worth it. And I was like, alright, okay, that's your opinion I guess, but I Splinter Cell. I've never played a Splinter Cell game. I think I've tried them before, but I've never stuck with them. They always felt kind of like slow paced. I don't know. Maybe I need to try Splinter Cell games again. But I've heard that is it Conviction, I think it is, Blacklist? I think that's meant to be a really good one. I think they kind of try to reboot it a little bit. So that is my last of my pickups. I hope you enjoyed and take care. Cheers.